Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Bears fans, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill is swirling with what could be one of the most game-changing moves of the offseason. Reports are pointing to a potential blockbuster trade that would see Derwin James, the versatile safety from the Los Angeles Chargers, donning the navy blue and orange of the Chicago Bears. Yes, you heard that right. The same Derwin James who's been making waves in the league with his elite coverage skills, his ability to blitz, and his knack for being a playmaker in the secondary. This move could be exactly what the Bears need to elevate their defense to a new level and truly position themselves as serious Super Bowl contenders. Now, let's set the scene. The Chargers, currently sitting at 6-8 in this 2025 season, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. After some injury setbacks and a noticeable decline in their offense, especially with Justin Herbert struggling at times, it looks like they're shifting their focus to stockpile picks for the future rather than chasing this year's playoff run. They've also got some cap space, about $10 million under the salary cap, which is a pretty significant factor in their decision-making. The Chargers are eyeing a rebuild, especially on the offensive line, and are prioritizing acquiring more draft capital, particularly in the upcoming 2026 draft. That's where the Bears come into play, with their strong 10-4 record and clear focus on building a formidable defense, especially in the secondary. Sources, including prominent NFL insiders like Diana Rossini, have been reporting that negotiations kicked off shortly after Week 14. Apparently, the Chargers are open to trading James in exchange for the Bears' first-round pick and a third-round pick in 2026. It's a bold move, but one that makes a lot of sense when you consider the impact a player like James can have. The Chargers, under that cap and with their current position, are ceding some of their defensive stability to focus on their future. And James, with his elite skill set, is seen as a key piece they're willing to move to expedite their rebuild. Let's talk about why this makes so much sense for the Bears, and why Derwin James could be the perfect addition. First, the Bears' secondary has shown some vulnerabilities this season, especially with injuries and inconsistent play from some of their younger players. With the likes of Oduns and Burden out recently, the team has been exposed deep, and that's a problem when facing high-powered offenses like the Lions or the Packers. Adding James would immediately give the Bears a lockdown element in the back end, dramatically reducing the completion percentage against them. Think about a potential drop from around 57% to roughly 44% based on PFF data projections. That's a game changer, folks. Derwin James's profile is nothing short of elite. In 2025, he's already logged 6 interceptions in just 14 games, along with 112 tackles, 16 passes defensed, and an impressive 86.8 grade in coverage from PFF. His ability to blitz is also top tier, with 9 sacks this season. Imagine the pressure he would bring coming from different angles, especially when paired with someone like Montez Sweat. His versatility is what sets him apart. He can cover wide receivers, step into the box against the run, and blitz the quarterback when needed. He's a true chess piece in today's NFL. In terms of his career, James has been a force since entering the league in 2018. Over his career, he's accumulated 20 interceptions, over 500 tackles, and 32 sacks, making him one of the most complete safeties in the game. His ability to cover ground and make plays in critical moments has often been compared to Earl Thomas at his peak. His 2025 season is no different. He's been a nightmare for offenses. For example, in Week 12 against the Chiefs, he recorded 2 interceptions, 10 tackles, and 2 sacks, forcing multiple incompletions and disrupting their game plan at every turn. Now, why would the Chargers be willing to part with such a talented player? Well, it all boils down to their current situation. They're 6-8, and with their offensive line struggling and Herbert's decline this year, they're looking to retool their roster. The injury history of James, including a significant foot fracture in 2022 that caused him to miss the entire season, has made some teams cautious. But for the Chargers, given their cap situation and their focus on youth, moving James makes sense. they're prioritizing picks to bolster their offensive line and other areas of need. The $10 million cap hit is manageable, especially if they're looking to clear space for future moves. For the Bears, acquiring Derwin James would be a massive boost. Pairing him with Jaylon Johnson would instantly give the secondary a top-tier lockdown duo capable of shutting down the league's best receivers. And that's exactly what Chicago needs if they want to make a deep playoff run and push for a Super Bowl appearance. Think about the impact. James's presence could reduce the completion rate deep against the Bears from about 57% to 44% based on PFF projections. That's a huge step forward in limiting explosive plays. Plus, his ability to generate sacks adds a new dimension to the Bears' pass rush, which has been decent but could use that extra punch. The projections are exciting. With James in the fold, the Bears could see a 20% increase in defensive EPA, expected points added, making their defense not just good but elite. They'd be able to pressure the quarterback more consistently, especially with the addition of Sweat and others. And on third downs, the Bears' defense would see a significant jump, possibly increasing sack productivity from 0.9 to about 1.5 sacks per game, forcing more turnovers and flipping field position in crucial moments. From a playoff perspective, the impact could be even more dramatic. Chicago's odds of winning Super Bowl LX could improve from plus 1,500 to plus 900, according to BetMGM's latest odds on December 21, 2025. That's a substantial shift, and it could be the difference between a team that's just fighting to get into the playoffs and one that's a legitimate contender. In recent playoff history, players like James have shown they can be game changers in high-pressure moments. His knack for forcing turnovers and making critical stops aligns perfectly with the Bears' goal of creating chaos and winning close games. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade would send a clear message across the league. The Bears are serious about contending now. They're not just building for the future. They want to compete at the highest level today. Adding a player like James, who can do everything on defense, would make them a nightmare to face and would send shockwaves through the NFC North and beyond. It would also mark a turning point in their defensive identity, transforming them into a multifaceted, flexible unit capable of adjusting to any offensive scheme. Of course, all of this hinges on the negotiations and whether the Chargers see enough value in the Bears' offers. But given what's at stake, improving their defense, bolstering their Super Bowl chances, and making a bold statement, it's easy to see why this rumor has everyone talking. The Bears have been steadily improving, and with a move like this, they could leap from a good team to a great one almost overnight. Fans have been dreaming of a dominant defense for years, and Derwin James might just be the key to making that a reality. To wrap it all up, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a star. It's about transforming the Bears into a true contender. It's about putting the league on notice that Chicago is back in the championship hunt, armed with a defense that's as versatile as it is lethal. Whether it happens or not, one thing is for sure. The energy around this rumor is contagious, and Bears fans should be excited about the possibility of elevating their team to new heights. The future looks bright, and with the right moves, Chicago could be the team everyone's talking about come playoff time. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Derwin James would be the perfect piece to complete Chicago's defense and propel them into Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Keep the passion alive, and let's get ready for what could be an exciting offseason filled with big moves and even bigger dreams. Go Bears!